Call me tomorrow.
All right, man. Send me your number.
I'll reply now.
Okay. All right, this is Escape Velocity. I'm Crypto Pio. I'm here with Malachi and Rob from Nifty Culture, my partners in crime on these drop watches. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
How's it going? Sorry about the hiccup.
No hiccups, man. You guys are always welcome. Bring whoever.
I love it.
Thanks. We're excited to be here. You know, after the Beeple drop and the partnership, where we're still working on some of the kinks to figure out what we post on Escape Velocity, what we post on Nifty Culture. You know, thanks for letting us come back, and thanks for helping us grow that piece as well. So this is fun.
My pleasure. And so I really, the first thing I want to hear is I want to hear what Rob thinks of this. Is it Refik or Rafiq Anadol?
I think it's Rafiq Anadol. Yeah. He's a Turkish dude.
Talk to me.
Man, come on. I just like the overall AI versions of what he got going on here. If you know the background about this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Number one, I like that a lot. It's really pretty. And number two, it's built by AI in the background. So those two things combined. And if you follow him on Twitter or if you do some research, he's always out doing museum installations. He's always he's a very active artist, very well known. His installations are amazing. If you check him out or sometime, beautiful. And just check out his Twitter, really cool.
Yep. Okay. And I did see that. Yeah, it's the AI artwork, which I think is so interesting. Like, I feel like I saw an article a while ago where it was like, oh, AI made this, and it was like an absolutely beautiful piece of art. And this is something I feel like people don't talk about AI applications when it comes to this. They talk about self-driving cars and some of those like technological, improving human function features, but they don't talk about the creative side of AI and the potential that's there.
Yeah. And that's what's so cool about this. And same with the Sophia drop they did on NiftyGateway like a couple months ago.
And so are there any open editions tonight, or is it just these limited drawings?
I think both sides of the drop are only drawings. I think. All drawings.
Yeah, we'll see if we see more of that, like kind of getting away from the open edition thing. I bought an open edition last night by Odious, which I thought would probably be safe. It was like $327 price point by Odious. It's like Star Wars themed. I was like, all right, like I'll buy this. I'm not that worried about this just cratering immediately. And people have sold it today and last night for less than what they paid for it. I just don't know how they're going to kind of fix that problem,
It was an open edition?
It was the open edition last night from Odious. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I almost FOMO'd into that, like at the very last second. My wife and I were talking, like, do we go into it? Do we not? And then at the very last second, I just decided, you know what? I'm not going to. I think I'm got bandwidth issues. I apologize.
Well, 205 editions.
Yeah, I think that was the total count. Yep.
That seems like a very low edition number and a very low entry price point. Hold on.
Like, you can buy it right now for $275 as opposed to $325.
That's only two more paper hands.
Yeah, but it just, to me, it just doesn't bode that well, that the level of consistency that this stuff is, that's been happening with this. I'll be curious to see what comes of that 30-day hold that they put on the drops from 2 days ago. And I'm surprised, I guess, that they didn't put it on this drop. But yeah, I mean, they have to figure out something with the secondary market. Otherwise, people just won't be buying at drop, and that negatively impacts the artist, and then the artist won't be interested in dropping,
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that too. But I mean, coincidentally, the Slime Sunday stuff is doing incredibly well. But right now, it looks like a fire sale with some of these drops. Two Uniswaps just went back to back, 2,000 and 1,500. I actually found, and from the same owner, Scythe. So I actually went and looked at their profile, and if Nifty would load, it would be awesome. But they've got a few Mad Dog Jones for sale that look pretty cheap. They got Cat for 7,100. I might try and negotiate a deal behind the scenes and get a Mad Dog Jones. It's a wild time right now.
Yeah, I felt like the cat was going for like there was a real dip in the cat for a while there. Like if I look at the global history on cat, like look at this. Someone bought it for $2,000 yesterday.
Jeez Louise. There's
That's pretty nuts.
I just feel like there's so much value right now with these blue chips. You know, that's a video that I think we really should do soon, is really talk about those blue chips, the Slime Sunday, the X Copy, Ferocious, Beeple, Mad Dog Jones, and really talk about that, because those have had staying power for a long time, but now, it feels like they're trickling down, and if they get down to a decent price, I'm gonna start buying.
Yes, I'd pick up a Uniswap. That'd be cool.
Which piece? You have one of the other Slime Sundays, don't you?
Last Stand of a Nation State.
Yeah, that one's sick. You have a print too, right?
Not of that one.
Not of that one.
The two prints.
Well, we're waiting for this. Why don't you tell us what happened with your 1111s?
Oh, hey, that was cool. Hey, I found. So who helped? Michael helped me do it. He helped me put together so Kevin Abash, along with anyone who held one of the 1111s, got an airdrop of his IMA token. So it's something to do. It's like a ER20 token, like I guess that's just a token, right? You can just make one, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, ERC.
Apparently it was like his DNA blood on the blockchain, and he put himself on the blockchain. And this was done like 5 years ago. It's a cool project.
That's pretty crazy. And you got free art from it. I feel like you've been getting free art nonstop for the last month.
No. It was these coins. It was
it was a DAO? Okay.
Yes. It was like these coins of his that were representative of his blood DNA being put on the blockchain. And it happened like 5 or 6 years ago. He did this. Revolutionary.
It sounds like it. I can't believe he had the foresight to just, mint his human blood on the blockchain. Like, that's pretty advanced.
And it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's crazy.
And then he just shot this satellite up.
For real?
Yeah. That's what he used the money from 1111
to launch that. That's crazy. All right, let's get back to that drop, because I keep seeing pieces that I love on. I love the top three, and then I love one of the others down below. My wife is bidding on the top three as well, or entering the drawing on.
I'm entering the drawing on, I think, absolutely everything, as long as there aren't stipulations that I don't know about. Like, I think that they're all really sweet, and I think the only requirement is owning one NFT, not necessarily buy Minerva.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rack. I think that, I'd love to enter all of them. I just, with my wife entering a few, I did that with the, what's his name? The Royland drop. And I basically was holding bags of nothing, which was somewhat frustrating after that.
Yeah, I talk about that particular drop a lot because I also entered the Royland drop, and I got this is the second drop that we're talking about, and I actually am not logged in, so I can't show you. But anyway, I got the identity piece, which was $1,111, and I'm pretty sure it was like 444 mints or something like that. So you're talking about a super high mint count, or at least a relatively high mint count on a piece that costs over $1,000. The thing started cratering immediately, and if you look at this drop, that's actually one of the more tame ones. There was another one where it was like, 1,000 mints or something like that. So it was a drop structure gone wrong. Like, I just think it was an honest mistake by Royland, and he definitely made a lot of money off of it. But you saw him trying to make up for it with the last drop, because the last drop incentivized people to buy stuff from that drop that you and me got in on, Malachi, probably to try to make it up to us, but it didn't all the way, Malachi, I think your mic cut out.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. I'm wheeling and dealing while we're talking, trying to pick up a cat's while trying to think about entering these auctions. I think it's one of those things, right, where it's such an exciting time right now, hopefully now the stabilization, now that I don't have to keep track of 2 drops a day and 15 artists dropping simultaneously, it helps rebound some of the market. Fingers crossed. Now I'm at the point where, I'm doing what I said. I'm only going to buy the really cool art. And I think that there's a lot of really awesome art that's below retail right now. I literally, during the day, have the activity feed up. And NFTapps.io is pretty cool from one of the Discord developers. But it's fun to just watch some of these prices. And I got a Rhymes Like Dimes super cheap. I got a few others super cheap. So it's been fun to keep track of.
Rob, what are you going for? Are you entering all these drawings?
I'm doing the Rafik drawings. The Mars Landscape A is the one that I want. That's my number 1 target.
Okay.
Okay, are you doing either?
I think.
Are you doing either, Pio?
No, go on.
Go ahead, Balke.
I think I may be negotiating a deal for a cats at an extreme discount right now. So I might be on the sideline for the Rafik drop, but I'll still enter those other drops that I mentioned before. It's limited runs, $111 each. If one of them pops, awesome. If I win one. If not, it's just cool art to put on the screens behind us, and they're talking pieces when people come over. That Goldroom is beautiful, in my opinion.
Which one?
The top center and that one. I think this one's really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get anything to load right now, but it does look sick. I like the art on all of them. The other thing I really like is the edition size of 10 and the $111 price point. So I'm predicting that the amount of entries for these drawings is going to be pretty high. Like, I think it's going to be pretty competitive to land one of these, because the likelihood of something that's an edition of 10 on Nifty Gateway for $111 to go, south of $111, I think, that's a bet that I'm willing to take.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that there's enough here, and the thing is, Rob's always right. He called the last AI drop, and that I was like, what? No, it was after the March pop, and I was like, no, there's no money in this anymore, and it went to like 30 grand immediately, and he was just texting me, ha 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 ha.
So Rob, you're most bullish on Rafik because you like the art, because it's AI art. What else can you tell us about why you think that Rafik is the way to go?
Well, if you look at his past drops as well, it's gone up like 10x. I mean, I think the floor now for his past drops is like 7 grand, and it stayed consistently high. It's beautiful. It's technology driven. I like that. He's a very active, prominent artist who continues to have active installations throughout the world. I like that profile. And he's a cool dude. If you follow him on Twitter, I've interacted with him a few times. Cool guy.
It looks like his stuff is performing pretty well on the secondary market, or at least it did. It's reached escape velocity, no pun intended. You cannot buy this right now unless you have some serious coin.
So it just dropped on here. There's already 97 entries for the one I wanted.
Yep.
Okay.
That's wild.
I'm 36.
I FOMO'd in. I did 5 of the Minerva drawings. So we'll see. Hopefully I get one. If I get all 5, should be able to break even.
Yeah, I'm about to go hard on Minerva right now. So we got, oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'm just going to enter every Minerva, and I don't think that I'm going to, 1 second.
I got a question. It's loading. Would you rather have Mad Dog Jones cats or Uniswap?
I would rather have Mad Dog Jones cats because I'm a really big fan of Mad Dog Jones, all of his pieces, including that one. I'm also a really big fan of Slime Sunday, but I'd rather have some of the other pieces, including right here, instead of Uniswap specifically.
Which one?
Uniswap versus cats. Oh, I was talking about like Slime Say, the first one, which I think it was like Too Hot, or I forget what the title of it is. The first time he did like the mashups between the old school Playboy magazines and the other cutouts. But yeah, I'm a big Slime Sunday fan again, but just not to swap over cats.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Rob? Would you take Uniswap or cats?
I don't know what cats you're talking. Are you talking about Mad Dog Jones' cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I care?
My wife likes cats. She likes cats. She called that a long time ago. She likes the cat.
Yeah, it's
she said
really
that's
good.
I like the cat too. It's chill. It's cool. It's chill. It'd be a cool loop to have. You know, as displays get better, as they proliferate and get better here, the displays will. It'll be an amazing piece to have on a loop, in a lounge or in a cool area.
I think that's a good call.
I can't believe some of these prices right now. Pio, you're going in on all of them?
$100.
I'm gonna go in on all of them because I don't think that any of them are gonna come to me because there's over 1,000 entries on all of them so far. I saw some people tweeting about this drop because, you know, again, people are just looking at it as a free lottery ticket. It's basically a hold on your credit card in exchange to, you know, maybe make hundreds of dollars, which for me, I'm not into, but just the fact that it's an addition of 10 for 111 bucks, like I will go hard on that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, a lot of people have talked about. I FOMO'd in. So F Render was on the Greg Mike ABV drop, and I tried to FOMO into that one, and well, I entered that one thinking that, you know, okay, maybe I'll win. And then one of his buddies dropped an NFT as well, and I entered that drawing for like 800, and I unfortunately won that one of 50, and I couldn't give it away. And so I've got a little bit of, you know, snake bit, I guess, a little bit on that drop where I'm a little bit nervous. But you're right, at 111, you know, the other thing is like the social aspect of, you know, do you cross that 20 NFTs? Do you get ranked on Discord and get your color changed? And you know, there's the social gamification piece too, where, you know, there have been people who've talked on Discord and other NFT areas where, you know, is there a point where, you know, they're going to do drops exclusively if you have 15, 20 NFTs, something super exclusive. So filling your collection with art you like. Once again, all of this is predicated on don't buy it if you don't like it. Because if you're going to get upset and go in general and complain about a piece of art that you bought, you're not helping anybody. But if you like it and you're willing to hold it, you know, it will be cool. I think there will be some gamification or some rewarding system that NiftyGateway implements to reward the holders.
I didn't know about that, you know, getting a different color and stuff, you know, on Discord if you own over 20 NFTs, because I own over 20 NFTs. So maybe I should look into that and get a little bit of a rank. But yeah, it'd be nice if they did something for people that own over 20 NFTs to kind of reward it. I don't know anything about this artist Minerva, but I like all of these pieces, and I'm not kidding. Like, it's not because of the edition size and the price point. Like, I actually really like all of them.
You know, you're talking about it now, so I'm going to go enter them too.
Hey, I mean, hey. We're doing something live. That person that I've been waiting to respond. I'm not going to say their name, but they're big into NFTs. They just responded and they want to do it tomorrow or Friday.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. All right. Is this something I'm going to be excited about?
Yeah, you'll be. Everyone's going to be excited about this one.
Ooh, sounds good. We're not saying the name though. Don't get any ideas.
No ideas.
So look at the volume of entries. So word got out that there's a free lottery ticket on NiftyGateway today, like borderline the same as the Beeple thing. One observation I had from the Beeple drop is like people were appalled. So people signed up that didn't own any NFTs. So their entrance to the NFT space was through, you know, the Beeple like lottery ticket basically. And then they were complaining when one of them you had to be a Beeple collector for. And I'm like, how can you be that entitled? Like, you just got to the space because you heard about this, and now you're upset that there's 1 out of 3 raffles, or maybe even there was 4 raffles, and for 1 out of those 4 or 3 you can't participate. Like, that just shows how entitled some people can be. And I feel like if those people are going to get mad in that circumstance, then it's better, because, you know, maybe they won't come back, or maybe they're just over here and they're one of 3,000 entrants into this drawing right here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like there's so much confusion right now where, I mean, you're even seeing like the Beeple dip. We had John on a couple days ago, and he said, you know, if he could have picked up an Into the Ether at 65 grand, he would have done it. And today I saw 2 Into the Ether for 65 grand, which I think is, you know, really interesting and exciting to just think about. This piece in particular, I think, is a really solid piece. I was excited about it. Just the attention to detail that this piece of art has. The record player is moving. The waves respond to the lighting changes. And then you look at the kinetic energy little piece down there on the bottom, those little balls that are moving back and forth. And we haven't even talked about the sky and like all of the movement that's going on. I think that this piece is truly, you know, a hidden gem. When you think about some of the stuff that other NFT collectors are talking about, is, you know, is this a mail-in piece of art that we're just trying to exploit? This is not that. This is, candidly, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful pieces. And when Rob talks about having it as a centerpiece, having that in the background is talking. I'm, you know, depending on how things go next week with you down in Miami, you know, meeting up with the Black Dove team in my dining room. And I told Rob this last time he was over. I've got these 2 kind of inlets that could fit one of those Black Doves perfectly, and it's like putting some digital art in there when we're hosting guests, or even doing, you know, some crazy things where when we have Halloween parties, or when, you know, Christmas, having some thematic stuff where you do something like the Harry Potter moving art type of things. I think that there's a lot of cool stuff. And so, to change the subject just briefly, I think one of the things that's exciting about those activities is, you know, people are dropping 2, 3, 5, 10 ETH, you know, 30 grand on art, and then we're displaying it on, you know, my mural is like $150, and it's like, you know, I could buy 10 of those. And so I'm really interested to see. I hope next week goes well, Pio, because that's going to be really exciting. You know, Black Dove is the premier provider of those displays. This isn't an endorsement. This is just objective with the panels that they use. I've played with their app and otherwise. So I'm curious to see. We're really excited about that. Hopefully we'll be able to share a lot more about that in the near future.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. Apparently, we're going to be shooting in the penthouse of the Ritz-Carlton in Miami, so that'll be interesting. We're going to their factory where they're actually making, or a warehouse, I guess. I know my camera just crapped out. A warehouse where they're actually framing the displays. So these are the things that I think a lot of people are being short-sighted about when it comes to NFTs, is the fact that, like, you know, display technology is going to catch up to the technology of the actual artwork. And if you kind of see that, I just feel like it's a little bit of a short-sighted perspective. So yeah, I'm really excited to check out that warehouse. And then we're going to go to a showroom in Design District. So there's going to be a lot of different action. I just want to capture it properly and drop it on Nifty Culture as soon as possible.
That's awesome. We're excited for that, and thank you for going down there. Maybe Rob and I will sneak down to Miami next week and join you.
That'd be sick. Do it. So yeah, we're pushing 3,000 entries on all of these. So the word is definitely out that you got a free lottery ticket to check out. Yeah, this one's over 3,000. So yeah, it's going to be crazy to see, you know, if I actually win one of these, because I just threw out, you know, 12 or I guess 9 entries.
Well, all of us, right? Every one of us did it, right?
Yeah.
All of us. Okay. You know, one of our buddies won one of the bleeples.
Yeah, Cody, who was on the podcast, won another one, won one of the Beeples. So it's exciting to see that, you know, people who are tuning in are getting from all of this.
Yeah, I want to see the performance of those Beeples while we're talking about it, actually, because so Cody basically won $50,000. Is that fair?
Yeah, what's it going at right now? What's the going rate for that?
I think it's like between 45 and 50. And just for our you know, SpaceX fans, Elon Musk just went on Twitter and said that the rocket landing was nominal. Nominal means good. So that's incredibly exciting to see some of the stuff that's happened there. So really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be sweet. I hope Elon, you know, his SNL appearance just gives the whole kind of crypto space a big pump.
Yes.
Yeah, Doge. I FOMO'd into. I was in Doge. I was out of Doge. I was in Doge, and I had a few of the poop coins in a Kraken wallet, and I said, you know what, let's buy a little bit more Doge just because there's so much momentum behind it right now. And so now, you know, depending on how Saturday goes, I don't think it touches $1, but who knows? It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, who knows? I first bought Doge when it was less than 1 cent, and people were talking about sending it to $1. I've, you know, gotten in and out of it a bunch of times. I think I'm definitely net positive, like very net positive on Doge. But you know, I can't do that type of gambling anymore because I don't want the rug to get pulled out from underneath me. Cody won biological collectible, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's check it out. The site's like taking so long to load anything, but let's see what the floor is.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm curious about is how much, if I can't see the art, am I really going to enter the drawing if unless I can make sure. I think we preloaded everything, but you know, with 3 minutes left, does that have fewer drawings? And then, you know, what are the asks? One of the things that, you know, NiftyGateway got berated for was some of the open editions before the collapse was they had to reopen a few of those open editions for a few minutes to let people back in because of failure. I was one of those people that was trying to time when I was getting auctioned. So the Bill Eilis, if there were 200 or less, I was going to try and come in at the end. And there were a couple times where, you know, if you're minting 200 or 300 or less at those prices, I had no problem. But then they reopen it, and now all of a sudden you get 500 more entrants, and that really upset me because, in my view, you know, the Takashi print, it's just a print, but it's signed. And each of his prints he limits to 300. So each collection will only have 300 pieces of art. So in my mind, when I think about how do I translate digital art and the volume of a piece, not the artist, I try to keep that number between, you know, 200 or 300 in those instances. And so hopefully this, you know, may create additional value if people are afraid to enter, especially on some of those that Rob was looking at. I think Natalie snuck in and placed a bid on one of those, but I don't know if she confirmed or not. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how much this not loading affects it, or if they have to keep them open a little bit. It doesn't look like it did. There are 3785 entries on the Goldroom piece, so that's wild.
That is wild. That's crazy. And just back to what we were talking about, looks like the floor on biological collectible is about 55 grand. So I think Cody owes us a big thank you for being his good luck charm and, you know, having him on the show. And next time you guys are kicking it with him, he better dish out a few 6-packs of that brewery beer that he makes, because that's a pretty big lottery win right there.
If you're in Texas, Martin House Brewing 8-year anniversary, Fort Worth, this Saturday, Rob and I will be there. Come say hi.
100%.
This Saturday, go steal the Beeple from Cody. Figure out how to get it from him on the blockchain.
That's funny.
So on all the Rafiqs, they're the only like 500 or less entries on all.
All right, I'm gonna pull that up.
Is it closed now?
No, you still got 13 minutes. 700 entries. Okay, so I answered 3 of them.
Which 3? Which letters?
Oh, E, A, and D.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this amount of entries is like pretty appropriate. So I'm getting a little feedback there. I think this number of entries is a little bit appropriate because the addition of 30 is not 10. It's not 100, but it's not 10. And then the price point is $2,000. I think because Rob is very familiar with the artist, he's bullish on AI themed NFTs in general. And, you know, you have that background where you know that all of his previous stuff has a really high floor. That kind of gives you the sort of insider conviction to step up and to know that this is the way to go. But I feel like most people just looking at it at the service level, myself included, not knowing anything about the artist, it makes it a little bit of a tougher sell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't think it's pretty?
Of course I do, of course, but I can't buy everything that's pretty for $2,000. You know, I wish I could. If I was a whale, I absolutely would.
It does come with a physical, though. It does come with a physical. Would that change your mind?
You know, yeah. I mean, that's a big deal. It really does. I really can't enter. I'm going to enter the drawing. You got me, dude. Which one should I enter? Let me pick my favorite one.
Not mine. Don't enter mine.
So which one did you enter? E?
A, E, and D. So
A is my favorite, but I'm not going to cramp your style. B is pretty sweet.
I'd rather one of us have it.
Cramp away. All right, I'll this is ridiculous. This is called being an absolute degenerate, everybody. But here we go. Enter the drawing.
The floor on all his other pieces, the lowest one is 7,300. So I think, and that's an addition of 62.
But it's from a different time is the only caveat. But no, it's done. I'm in for $2,000 if I win this thing, man.
Oh man.
I'm in 10 drawings today. I didn't even think I was going to be in any when I woke up this morning. I'm in 10 drawings on the hook for over $3,000.
We got this.
All right. Well, I think that there's a lot of like pretty cool stuff going on with today's drops. We won't find out if we won these drawings for what, like maybe another hour.
Yeah, I was muted for a while. I apologize. I've got a little bit of background noise. You know, Natalie's been trying to FOMO into C. My 6-year-old thinks C is the best. So now I'm going to be going hard into C, and we'll see. How unlucky or lucky we are. But yeah, these should go pretty quick. Oh no, I'm getting an error, but we'll see if I'm able to get in on it.
We'll see. I saw that Faces was pumping a little bit today because I guess Blau made an announcement that he's going to be doing something creative and interesting as usual with the next NFT drop that he puts out. So I guess, you know, Faces, you know, has definitely been pumping a bit. I own 2 copies of Faces. I bought one at drop for 333 and the second for 777. So if I sold them both for 500, which I'm not going to do, I'd break even. I think everyone here is a Bitcoin angel or owner, or is it just me and Rob?
I got 4. I got 4 of them.
Nice. I got 2. Nice. Malachi, you have them?
And
yeah, I've got a
Crypto Bull.
I've got a Crypto Bull. I've got a Bitcoin Angel, and I actually sold my Faces. I'm looking to pick up a Faces. So if you want to FOMO out, I'll buy it from you.
What's it at right now? I got 3 Faces.
Yeah. Well, let's
back up a little bit.
It's going up a little bit. I'm not selling it. Like, there's no way I'm going to sell Faces because I just feel like long-term they're going to keep rewarding Faces holders and it's going to be like a legendary piece. They're going to keep burning it. But I just wanted to kind of point it out because it's had its ups and downs. It was regularly selling for over 1,000 for a while.
Is there a place that tracks so we can get the trend, Malachi, of the pricing?
Yeah, on Discord, there's a gentleman or a small team that they run NFTapps.io, and they've got some creative ways to help figure that out. Also, want to give another shout out to one of our friends, Morocho, who does a lot of research, and he's on Discord as well. So Rob, I'll hook you up with the link after that. But it's NFTapps.io. And they do some really cool stuff. There's a lot of analysis where you can see the floor, you can see the trending floor, and keep track of where those are. I sold my Faces because I was illiquid temporarily, kind of with some of my NFTs and transferring ETH into the platform, and so I I had the opportunity to pick up an X copy after burn for 888, and Faces had the highest value that I didn't think it was going to either drop a lot more or it was pretty. I think I sold Faces for like 450. So the fact that I could get back in with after the 10% hit, still pretty close. It made sense to sell Faces, so I can just pick up another one. But yeah, now I have an X copy, so that's cool.
That's
This is
super
an
cool.
interesting website. I really like it.
It's really good. Yeah. Morocha's got some really good pieces. One of the things, Rob, you also won that Bitcoin Angel print. You wanna brag about that a little bit more?
Yeah. Pio, do you see that? I got the Trevor Jones did a Bitcoin Angel print for one of the holders. Another way he gamification. Love how he does it. And he has the TJ Discord channel too, the TJR Discord channel, which is awesome. There's a lot of content that comes out of there. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm in there. And I also saw on Twitter, Trevor Jones be like, yeah, congratulations to Rob for winning the print. And it's just like really funny to see, You're a lucky guy.
It's crazy that there's a few people in the space that and that you've built relationships with, like from the buyer side and the art side. And everybody. Everyone kind of knows each other. It's really interesting. It's cool. Love the community. And yeah, Trevor Jones, I'm so grateful. Yeah, so he pulled my number out. One of the 4 Bitcoin Angels I have just won the random drawing. It was amazing. So I'm going to have my Bitcoin Angel right next to my Crypto Bull print. I have number 5.
That's no joke. Can we before you leave? I know you got to jump. Can we pull up your Nifty profile so that everyone can kind of see how much shine you have on NiftyGateway?
What is it? What is it now, Malik? Hold on, let me see what it is. It's just Nifty. It's. Let me see.
It is.
It's
Let's
slash
give Rob's profile some shine.
Yeah, NFT culture _ Rob S. Here I can. Here. Boom. Check that out. I just messaged it to you as well. There you go.
I got it right here. Here we go. 43, big dog. You bought the Slim Shady. You bought that at drop?
Man, I had to, man. Eminem is so good, dude. He's our generation. Yeah, he's amazing. One of the best rappers of all time.
No question.
And I was gifted.
You got a lot of. You were gifted.
David Allen Cohen. Yeah, I was gifted. David Allen Cohen, his collection.
Daniel Allen Cohen. You're thinking David Allen Cohen. Daniel Allen Cohen.
David Allen Cohen.
It's the Texas is coming out.
Ooh, I'm jealous of Kenny Scharf. Kenny Scharf's dropping on Saturday. I just saw Kenny Scharf's work at the Museum of Fine Arts in the Basquiat exhibit. Like there's pieces that both Basquiat and Kenny Scharf worked on, and all of his stuff is so sick. So I'm jealous of that. See? Yeah. I also own this. So you and me both own this, Rob. That's sweet.
Did you get it from the original drop?
Nope. I bought it for $12.50.
All this is original drop. All of it, Pio. Ooh. All of it is original drop, dude.
That is savage, man. That's crazy. The Akatsa right here. Delbo at original drop.
Original drops. Those are all original drops.
Last Stand of the Nation State, original drop. I love this. Philip Hodis. Was this a drawing?
That went down originally. It went down significantly, 20% down, and now it's significantly up, which is great.
Dude, you have Pack Fusion from original drop, Ferocious from original drop, another Ferocious. Dude,
wow. Keep rolling, dude. I have Packs gifted me some stuff. I have ones that were gifted to me.
Pack gifted you stuff?
Yeah, yes. I have things that were for free that I got that are reselling for like 69,000.
Oh my! How did you get that? Just from contributing?
Original drop and original OG holder. He rewarded me just randomly.
That's unbelievable, man.
That's happened. That's happened about 4 or 5 times now. David, he just gifted me that first clock that you saw up there.
Daniel Allen.
Daniel, sorry,
yeah.
Daniel.
No, it's good. Hey, I gotta get ready to go pop off, and I'm too excited about that other thing, so I gotta leave.
All right, next time.
Next time. Hey, everyone, this is Escape Velocity with Nifty Culture. That's follow NFT Culture on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Crypto Pio. Subscribe to NFT Culture on YouTube. We got some big stuff coming. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, fellas.
Later, guys.